The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. The unexamined life is not worth living. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. My advice to you is get married. If you find a good wife, you'll be happy. If not, you'll become a philosopher. No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. There is only one good knowledge and one evil ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall come easily by what others have labored hard for. The only good is knowledge, and the only evil is ignorance. Every action has its pleasures and its price. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Understanding a question is half an answer. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire, the other is to get it. I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. The way to gain a good reputation is to endeavor to be what you desire to appear. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Be nicer than necessary to everyone you meet. Everyone is fighting some kind of battle. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well. And to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless, wild beast nature which peers out in sleep. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. The highest realms of thought are impossible to reach without first attaining an understanding of compassion. I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. Intelligent individuals learn from everything and everyone, average people from their experiences. The stupid already have all the answers. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. The misuse of language induces evil in the soul. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. My plainness of speech makes them hate me, and what is their hatred but a proof that I am speaking the truth? Living well and beautifully and justly are all one thing. Give me beauty in the inward soul. May the outward and the inward man be at one. There is no greater evil one can suffer than to hate reasonable discourse. To express oneself badly is not only faulty as far as the language goes, but does some harm to the soul. The more I know, the more I realize I know nothing. He is not only idle who does nothing, but he is idle who might be better employed. Wealth does not bring about excellence, but excellence makes wealth and everything else good for men, both individually and collectively. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. As to marriage or celibacy, let a man take which course he will be sure to repent. I do believe that there are gods, and in a far higher sense than that in which any of my accusers believe in them. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man, yet men fear it as if they knew it was the greatest of evils. Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants her will. Nobody is qualified to become a statesman who is entirely ignorant of the problem of wheat. It is not difficult to avoid death, gentlemen of the jury. It is much more difficult to avoid wickedness, for it runs faster than death. A man who really fights for justice must lead a private, not a public life if he is to survive for even a short time. By far the greatest and most admirable form of wisdom is that needed to plan and beautify cities and human communities. Worthless people live only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. Programming is not about what you know. It's about what you can figure out. The really important thing is not live, but to live well. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. The great honor in the world is to be what we pretend to be. To fear death, gentlemen, is no other than to think oneself wise when one is not, to think one knows what one does not know,